Showboating Sports, guys. Welcome back. All right, we're gonna let everybody roll up here in the camp and get this party started. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You guys see the title? Will Jaron Boots Ennis get his shot now? Will he get it? The question is because it seems like everybody else is getting a shot, and it seems like Jaron Ennis is the one that's being ducked by everybody. It's a crying shame. Hopefully, he will get his just due because it's his time. I think it's time for all these young guys. They've been waiting so long. They got caught up in all the BS that's going around, and it's just not right. So we're gonna talk about that tonight, and we're gonna let everybody start rolling up here in this camp. So, what's your thoughts on that? What do you guys think? Let me go and get this thing up and going. Let me get this thing up and going. Hope everybody, for all the new people that's just returning back, appreciate you guys and subscribe. Yeah. Keep make you guys hit that. All right, here we go. We're gonna have the phone lines up going. We got that thing correct last night. And so right now you guys can call in. The phone number is up. You guys can call in and talk your stuff, stand on your square, and we are gonna keep cooking. All right, here we go. 332. The number is up on the screen. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. So phone lines open, like I said. You guys want to call in, sound off, feel free to do so. But like I said, we're gonna keep on rolling. So anyway, Jaron Ennis has been sitting back for so long waiting for a shot. He actually didn't push his mandatory because he was the mandatory for Spence, and he was like, look, he has politics of boxing, and he allowed those guys to play it out, right? Unfortunately, it played out the way it did play out. Jerome's a little, he wasn't visibly upset, but he is a little bit upset because he sees that with him being passive and him, honoring these guys, and I'm gonna say honor these guys because he's allowing these guys to do what they got to do. He understands that they was there first. He's not feeling like they're dodged him, any of that kind of stuff. And he knows how the business is being played. He knows his time is here. His time is now. He's going to be able to get a shot. But the real problem is that it seems like they're saving people around Jaron. You know what I mean? The people that are up under them, they're trying to make sure that those guys are not fighting. And then what I mean by is Ortiz. Ortiz is not fighting Jaron Ennis. And I think that's who should have been fighting. All right, hold on. Let's see who it is. Let's let it roll on in. Here we go.
Call from
Cool kind of boxing.
Showboat Sports. What? How you doing? How's it going?
What's going on, Showboat? What's going on, man? Love your program.
Appreciate
Love
it.
everything you're doing, bro. What's going on? I support you 100%.
Appreciate it. Doing, man. How's things going on your end, man?
What I'm saying? Just watching how boxing is going. It's just, we didn't have these problems, when we were coming up. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird to have to address and smoke, just speak out on these things. You know what I'm saying? Because fighters used to just get in the ring and do what they're supposed to do, and fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Wasn't all about this. Oh man, I have to look out for my self-interest. I have to, no, you chose the life to box, right? To entertain people and to participate in the sport. We understood this. It's a contract that, is, what's understood don't have to be explained, right?
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
So I'm like looking at people, rallying to Bud Crawford, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's got to make the bag. Back in 2018, everybody seen what incredible talent he was. So everybody seen how old he was getting too. So it was like, please go over to the PBC because this is your time.
Right,
everybody
right.
sensed it. This is your spot. This is where you're going to shine. Go over to where all the welterweights are.
Right.
Keith Thurman, Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence Jr. You would have been a mega star, right? Kell Brook was even there at the time. So, you missed that boat, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just watching. I'm just like, looking, how can we have so many boxing fans don't understand this. You know what I'm saying? This guy is now he's 35. He done, he fought once a year. You know what I'm saying? Reluctantly, you know what I'm saying, fighting once a year. Now all of a sudden he want to get a second fight in.
Right.
Now all of a sudden he's got the rush. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit around and wait for Errol Spence Jr., the biggest fight in boxing. Hell, he can fight that fight and don't even have to mess with the rest of them, and he'd be good. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know what he's saying is disingenuous.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Let me ask your thoughts. Hold on a second. Greets with Fire. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you rolling up here in the camp. But let me get your thoughts on this.
Greets with Fire. So what's up?
Oh,
what's
yeah,
up,
he can hear you. He can hear you. He can hear you. Yeah, so Jaron Ennis, what's your thoughts on the Jaron Ennis? You think he's gonna get his shot now, or do you think he's being left out in the cold? On purpose, you think it's strategic?
Yeah, it's definitely strategic because he's a big talent, he's a big threat, he's dangerous. And right now they're trying to, the WBA and the WBC and all the sanctioning bodies are trying to, juggle everybody so they can get the maximum amount of money from the biggest fights. And Jaron Ennis, you know what I'm saying, he is not proven on pay-per-view to make big money, so they don't know what they're dealing with on the money side with him. They can guess that he's going to generate big money, but they want to deal with the people who already made big fights, who already, proven to be to make some money in the ring. And it's not proven that Jaron, just like Errol Spence Jr. had to fight Mikey Garcia, and that was a pay-per-view success. That was his first pay-per-view. So, you know what I'm saying, they know what they got. So, see, Jaron Boots is not Canelo. So, they're not going to gamble on somebody that they haven't proven to sell. So, they're gonna run him to the side until he can prove he can get in there and do numbers.
Yeah, and the other thing is they're not going to let him just run through some other people too, like Virgil Ortiz. They're not going to let that fight happen, which that should have been the eliminator fight, Virgil Ortiz versus Boots. That should have been it. Instead of, I guess they're going to let Virgil Ortiz fight Stanionis, is what's being said now.
Of course not. I mean, they see how bad Boots is. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to put Virgil Ortiz in. I mean, nobody's stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just like they didn't want to fight Floyd.
Yeah. Save your big dogs. Save your big dogs. You don't put them in there in that war that early. But the thing about it is they're still doing this marinating thing, and it's bad for the fans because every time they let one of these damn fights marinate, we don't fight. We don't fight when the fight is ready. And then was one. Now you got this Spence and Terrence Crawford thing, and that's another one. Marinated too long. Now they can't even make the damn thing happen.
Well, I don't think it marinated. I just think Crawford saw Udane Zuga's fight, and I really believe that. I think he saw this man come off a car accident and beat the shit out of Danny Garcia. He saw how physical this guy is, and he don't want that kind of smoke in his life. He don't need them problems.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He said, you know what? I was undisputed at 140. You know what? I'm a 3-division champion. You know what? I really don't need to prove nothing to the, you know what I'm saying?
Not at 140.
I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Right. I guarantee you if David Avenesian had 3 of the belts, I guarantee you that fight would have been made.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? So just think of it that way. It's about who got the belt. You know what I'm saying? It's he went, and Dongo had the belt, a couple of belts down there at 140. He went straight to him, didn't he?
Went straight to him because he knew he could get him. What's up, T-Word? Oh,
that's
yeah.
Right.
Grease with Fire says salute, Pool.
Tell him I said, what's up, man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a pillar of Pool counterboxing right there.
Yeah.
So it just trips me out how we got these mega uber fans for Terrence Crawford. What are they standing on? What are they seeing in this WBO champion to be so supportive of him? You know what I'm saying?
Man, they just being groupies, man. At the end of the day, they're being groupies, man. Because like I actually went on one of their lives. I ain't gonna call their names out in one of the lives, and I was like, well, put the number down. Let me call in. Man, they ain't want none of that smoke. They was like, oh, showboating, you don't know what you're talking about. Davis said, I said, well, man, just give out the number, you know, and tell them say it slow because Bernie put the number up when I got on the channel. I mean, well, they put the number up when I let it slip, but when the channel came up, right, they said it real quick. So I'm like, hey, if y'all saying y'all won't smoke, let me in on the channel. Let's just talk about it, right? But they wouldn't accept that stuff. So you know what it is, man. It's just groupie stuff. They know what they're dealing with, and they just trying to protect the bag. That's all that is. That's what that screams to me. Protecting the bag.
But you know, I mean, but the sad part is, you know, now we know we got evidence of fighters that's supposed to be pound for pound number one. They're willing to cap, you know what I'm saying, for years, and clout chase for years. We never seen it on this level before. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, the best in the division, you know what I'm saying, and it just comes out that it's all fake, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like it let everybody down that follow boxing. You know, we were looking forward to this matchup. You know, this was like, you know what I'm saying, Apollo Creed versus Rocky or something. You know what I'm saying? That kind of energy. Apollo Creed versus Clubber Lang or something. You know what I'm saying? It's just that. And then also you find out Apollo Creed, you know what I'm saying, he's soft, he's scared, he don't want to fight. And it's just like, wow, how did that, you mean really? You know what I'm saying? Everybody kind of suspected that Crawford wasn't about that smoke, but just to come down and just find out, you know what I'm saying, just to really find out, you know what I'm saying, this guy really don't want to fight. It's just kind of,
you know, it just kind of let the air out into Flash Gordon.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I got a question for you. T-Word said, hey, Pool Counter, can you dispel the notion PBC is broke? So he had a question for you.
Is that the question?
Yeah. He said, can you dispel the notion that PBC is broke?
Well, for one, PBC don't use their money. You know what I'm saying? People got to understand PBC uses Showtime money. PBC uses Fox money. So without those entities, there's no fight. You see what I'm saying? So PBC, it's not their money that they're using. They're just using the resources to promote the fighters, to you know, structure the events and things like that. They got the specialized people that, you know, behind the scenes to get the contracts together, the team of lawyers and things like that. But as far as, you know, the money paying the fighters and all that stuff, that coming from the platforms and the advertisements. See, people don't understand. It's more money coming from different places. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Just because we never put the fights together, they got endorsement deals with patches, and that's why they getting way more money than you think. So they're not going to put it out there. You know, they'll tell you how much purse or something they got from Showtime, but they're not going to tell you all the endorsements deals.
T-Word said, my bad. He said, my bad. Can I rephrase? He said, PBC has ran out of budget from Fox/Showtime. Have they ran out of their budget? That's what he's talking. He wanted to rephrase that. But at the end of the day, they haven't spent any budget this year, really. Their big budget was just really for Crawford and Spence, and everything else was going to be trickled down. So that was going to be the main part.
And see, if you know anything about business, you know what I'm saying? These guys got enough, they got enough business credit to do what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? When you're on this level here, they can get money from their advertisers. They can get money from everyone because they credit's good. They're the PBC. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, like if you have a business and you got business credit, say, okay, well, I think this fight is going to do $70 million. They can get that from their advertisers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're good for it.
Well,
they're good for it.
Really, what people got to understand is PBC got a real nice portfolio. And what they do is with that portfolio, they go out and say, hey, okay, these are the fights we put on. This is the budget we get, and this is what we allot to each fight, right? And then what we do is, what people don't understand that they do. What's up, ATL Unanimous? We're actually talking about where Jaron Ennis get his chance, but T-Word had a question about PBC running out of budget from Fox and Showtime, and that's what we're talking about. Me and Pool Counterbox, that's who I got on the line. And what it is they get a allotted money that goes out. So let's say they say Showtime said, okay, this is the budget we'll put out there. Let's just say hypothetically a round number, $100 million. They say, okay, cool. That's what we got to work with. So what we're going to do is we're going to put on this fight. We might put on 1 or 2 fights before Spence. but the spin's going to be a big fight, so it's going to eat up a lot of budget, right? But what helps us with that is
Mm-hmm.
we get a return off of that goes towards the other fights. So we put this budget in this bigger fight, which is still going to make money off of it. Then we use the money we made off of that onto the other one, right? So that's what it is, because PBC is
Mm-hmm.
just really, they just a mediator. That's all it is.
Right.
They just a
Yeah.
mediator of it. What they do is they just like a group of lawyers that brought people together, and they put everybody at the table, make sure it's legal on both sides. And what Al Heyman
Mm-hmm.
does is he's an advisor. So what he tells each boxer, and that's what people don't understand about PBC. PBC is really meticulous about what they do with their boxers. See, what they do is they lay out the whole playing field of all the boxers that they got in their pool. And they say, well, this boxer fight this person, this boxer fight this person. If they win this one, this is where they go. So they got everything mapped out, kind of like a chess move, right? And what they do is, like they did with the Spence and what's the name, they held Jaron Ennis back, they held Keith Thurman back, they held everybody back to make sure this fight was done, but this fight started taking too long, right? But that's the difference between
Mm-hmm.
PBC and Bob Arum. See, Bob Arum, them, they have more of a promotional company, but Bob Arum, them, it still all breaks down to the same thing, because Top Rank, it still works off the budget and stuff that ESPN and all them kick in. The only thing that Bob Arum them
Mm-hmm.
does is
Exactly.
they come out of their pocket and they give people like Terrence Crawford their guaranteed money. And on top of their guaranteed money, they make more money. They make money off the other end of that too, through all other kind of endorsements, kind of all
Mm-hmm.
the other stuff. So basically, Terrence Crawford is
Mm-hmm.
losing. I know people like, well, it's no back end money. You have to worry about that, man. It is money, because there's all kind of ways you get paid. Like you were telling them earlier, you get paid off
Mm-hmm.
of everything. You get paid off of just any likeness in perpetuity throughout the universe off that fight and off those fights. You know what I mean? You get everything, the t-shirts,
Yeah.
you get all that stuff. All that stuff comes into play. And Bob Arum knows that. And Terrence Crawford just
And
never got that cut of that money, because he just, for some reason, didn't want to see the books on Bob Arum. He just wanted that money up front. But now that he's getting advised
that's
by MTK Global, they're telling him all the little nuances and all that kind of stuff. That's why you remember when him and Errol was going back and forth on Twitter, and he
mm-hmm.
said, yeah, y'all keep asking me. He said, man, I got a good team. They was arguing about the teams, and Terrence Crawford, yeah, I got a good team around me. That's why y'all was asking me, why do I want to know the things I want to know? The reason why Earl Spence didn't want to know the reason why you asking these silly little questions is because you asking questions doesn't even make sense, because the Muhammad Ali Act opens the doors up and makes sure that we have that people can see. They can see what's going on. But Terrence wasn't happy
Mm-hmm.
about that. Terrence wanted to be in charge of all that other stuff too. And they like, dude, this stuff has got to be done. You know what I mean? If we don't pay these people,
Well,
we'll get sued. So when we got these people coming out, guess what? But I guess Terrence thought they was going to be overpaying people like $4 or $5 million and overpaying, budgeting different stuff like the Taco Bell
see,
man.
he don't understand the business enough to have that kind of control.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This is his first rodeo. You know what I'm saying? So all he's doing is stifling the fight. You know what I'm saying? Because he needs a mentor. You know what I'm saying? Somebody to represent him that knows how to look through that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
For him to even be concerned about it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's getting bad advice. You know what I'm saying? If the person ain't going to come to the table and represent him and go through all that, all he's doing is hindering the fight. That's why Al told him, he said, why would you cap yourself?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? With $50 million.
Right.
He said, why would you cap yourself? Because he knows that there's more money on the back end because it's so much residual income,
Mm-hmm.
all right, from everything that must share the fight. And who knows what this fight is going to do. And Terrence, you know what I'm saying, he's all traumatized because of his lack ability to sell. He don't seem to understand because he never has a good dance partner, like an Errol Spence Jr. You see what I'm saying? Together, they could generate over 1 million point something million pay-per-views, which is going to generate way more income than they can imagine. And it's going to, they're going to be able to get all kind of residual incomes and all kind of advertisement. So they're going to make a killing together. So, but see, when you're dealing with us, you know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with us, for some reason, you can go deal with the Puerto Ricans. You can go deal with, you know what I'm saying? You could even deal with a Sean Porter, but you can't deal with them Terrence Crawfords. You know what I'm saying? You can't deal with them because you can't do business with them. You can't do business. If they can't be in control, even on a ghetto Dollar Tree level, they feel like, you know what I'm saying, they don't want to do shit at all. They just rather just destroy the whole entire thing if they can't be the man and be in control. But how can you be in control of something that's bigger than you, bro? This is something that's their system is something you got to understand. You got to research it. You got to
Exactly.
do your due diligence. You know what I'm saying? And that's where he's lacking in understanding. He's saying that they just trying to screw me, but no, you just showing your lack of ability to you know, you know, you got to break that learning curve and get your
Mm-hmm.
people in there and get their hands in there. And you got to catch up. You got to catch up to speed. Okay, this is how they do it. This is the kind of money I'm gonna make. This is how they do it. Okay, oh, I'm gonna be looking straight. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, damn, I'm gonna make probably more than 50 million. That's what my people telling me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So instead of doing
Exactly.
that, he's like the hell with Aerosmith Jr. Company. You know what I'm saying? He look at PBC like that's Aerosmith Jr. Company. And
Yeah.
that's ignorant in itself because that's not Aerosmith Jr. Company, bro.
Yeah,
You know what
well,
I'm saying? That's just
he's looking at like Al is showing some kind of favoritism. Terrence is coming from a jealous standpoint, and I'm gonna tell you what made. And T Word said he keep running to the same convo with people that don't understand that the budget wasn't the issue; it was an actual venue day, and that was so true. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he wanted you to say something about that because a lot of people were saying that it's because it's been other YouTubers out there putting out. I'll take it a step further, T Word, that it's been
mm-hmm,
other YouTubers, and I ain't gonna call them out, been saying that PBC going broke and this kind of stuff, right? But like he said, it wasn't
mm-hmm,
about the money; it was about the venue because you guys waited so long, and they're like, "We're not putting this.
mm-hmm,
Showtime is not gonna put this kind of money out and not be able to advertise it. But BLK will. That's the difference between a legit company and a non-legit company, right? I ain't gonna say non-legit because BLK is a legit company, but that's a seasoned company. They understand that they have to do it that way, right? And it was never about the
mm-hmm,
budget because at the end of the day, Showtime is under budget. The fights that they were supposed to make, they didn't make any of them. So why would it be a budget issue? It wouldn't be a budget issue. It was just strictly because the venue and they wanted enough time to promote the fight. They wanted to go to a few different cities and get as much money as they can. And with that being said, that's why Al was trying to help Terrence Crawford, but Terrence Crawford too damn silly to understand what he was trying to do. He was trying to tell him, I'm setting you up for some serious success. But Buzz way of thinking, he's thinking on the elementary level, while PBC
mm-hmm,
and Al Heyman them thinking on the college level, on a genius level. You know what I'm saying? They got all this stuff broken down. They're telling you this is how you make the money, young man. And Terrence Crawford's so damn caught up in his ways, he's just coming in there fighting with his chest out because he know them. You know what I mean? He's got a problem with Earl Spence. He's got a problem with them being promoted properly and him not being promoted properly. That's Terrence Crawford's damn
mm-hmm.
problem. He's got these
That's it,
feelings
bingo.
like a
Mm-hmm,
female. That's what it is. He got these female
mm-hmm.
feelings, and that's what's going on. He's acting like a damn diva instead of like a fighter.
Man, you got to come on my platform, bro. Like, you spitting it right now, goddamn it. You finna be big. You finna grow now. Goddamn, you got to, cause you got it. That's it. See, and people think it's something personal, and it's not personal, but it's just frustrating, right? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because we know that this fight could be made, and to me, it just seems like it's. I think it's all of what you said, Showboat.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't think I think the weight and pressure of the moment that he can go through all this shit and get his ass whipped is I think it's just too much for him because he never had a fight of a guy of Aerosmith Jr. caliber fight him,
Right.
and
Right.
he's going in there. He's got to struggle with the business, and he's got to struggle with the mental of this guy might come in here and on me, right?
Exactly.
He might
Exactly.
come in here. He's got to deal with that. See, with David Avenesian, he ain't got to worry about that.
Now I ain't gonna worry about that shit.
So you
But
have
you
to,
but you know what it goes
yeah.
back to though? This is what it really goes back to. Terrence Crawford really wants everybody to look up to him to make him feel like he's Floyd Mayweather. He says it and all that. Oh, I've done this. And he keeps patting himself on the back. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm this, I'm that, right? That's why he's trying to convince us how good he is. Oh, I did this, I did that. We don't give a damn about that because the fight you need to fight to prove that you all that, you backing down, correct? But it's just what you're saying.
Mm-hmm,
Spence is a different type of beast that he's used to, right? But still within that, he feels like
mm-hmm,
Spence, he should be he should be higher than Spence. This is the first time, honestly, that Crawford has had this magnitude of press, of people coming up to him, that kind of love to see him wanting to be in that fight. Because think about it, has Terence Crawford ever had a fight where these kind of people was rushing to him and the whole world was talking Terence Crawford? No, not never. Has Spence? Hell yeah, from Mikey Garcia, from all those other, you know what I mean? You're like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Everybody, the celebrities was coming out. This is the first time that you've had people treat Terence Crawford on the level of a Canelo, Spence, or even a Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? Terence has never had that.
And see, you know, his name always been attached to whenever Errol Spence Jr. win, he gets a little boost in the ratings. You know what I'm saying? He get the coast on whatever Errol Spence Jr. has done in his career because they see they're rivals, right? So, you know, if anybody look at Terence Crawford's career and look at Floyd Mayweather's career, that does, I mean, really, Floyd has fought so many killers, has fought so many killers and champions. I mean, who would have the audacity to say they, you know, or think that they're on the level of a Floyd? Even EJ, you know what I'm saying, haven't fought the fighters that Floyd fought. You know what I'm saying? And you know, so he can't really claim that. He don't have the type of resume or the type of fights or the type of caliber of fighters, you know what I'm saying, in his career. He even said it himself.
I got one fighter. When that you say that, I got one fighter off Floyd's resume that can beat everybody on Terence Crawford's resume. Diego Corrales.
Shit,
he has never just say Diego Corrales. Just that one person right there, right? Terence Crawford ain't fought nobody like a Diego Corrales.
Or Cotto, shit. You know, Sugar Shane Mosley, you know, the Oscar De La Hoya, you know what I'm saying? All these guys are going into the Hall of Fame, bro.
Exactly.
They're going into the Hall of Fame. Zab Judah.
But the reason why I picked up Diego Corrales is because that was when Diego Corrales was at his perfect pinnacle spot before Floyd beat him. They was like, Floyd, you're not going to beat Diego Corrales. But what did Floyd do? He went and pushed him at that press conference to start a fight and call him out, right? So Diego Corrales was like, okay, we can do this, right? Floyd went right in there and walked right into the lion's den and fought that dude, right? Terence Crawford has never done that. The first time Terence Crawford was supposed to go in there and fight and go into the lion's den was with Spence. The only time in his career is with Spence. That's the only person that people say Terence Crawford has a good chance at losing. The only time. The only fight. And this dude decides to go fight David Avenesian and then fight us and tell us how good of a fighter David Avenesian is. It's silly shit. The dude has been on silly shit. It's just right now.
Now you're getting it. Yeah, that's how everybody feels. Like, dude, who are you talking to?
He's been on it.
It's like, dude, it's like, who you think you talking to, bro? You think you talking to some idiots out here, bro?
Yeah.
We've been watching this sports before you even entered boxing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Before you became a fighter, bro, we've been watching this shit. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't moving right, bro. You ain't moving right. You moving sideways and backwards. And for you not to tell to get it, to walk out in negotiations, just now if he would have walked, let me put it this way. If he would have walked out in negotiations, he would have fought Virgil what's his name? Ortiz.
Yeah.
He would have fought Virgil Ortiz.
Or Boots.
Or he would have fought Jaron. Yeah, Boots. Everybody would have said, yeah, that's the real. Like, you know, even me, you know, I'd be like, man, you know, Terence Crawford is a bad boy. He's a bad boy, man. But who did he do? What did he do? He went in front of a non-threatening type of situation, bro. You can't do that. That's a no-no in boxing, bro.
Right.
That's a no-no in boxing.
It speaks.
You can't fight below.
It speaks volumes. You know why it speaks volumes? Because all these years, Bob Arum has been getting him them type of fights, correct? And he's talking, well, I can't get him. Don't nobody want to fight me. Everybody wants to fight you. Boots wants to fight you. Virgil wants to fight you. Everybody says they want to fight you, right? And the minute you the so-called boss over your shit, and for you to stand on your square, you go fight a David Avenesian, the same thing as Mean Machine. You go pull that same bullshit and then tell us how good he is. He ain't that good, man. And my point is this, and I kept saying it for years. Terence Crawford was my number one pound for pound, right? But when I find out it's time for you to step up to the plate and take your swing at it, and you decide to go someplace else and fight David Avocado, nah, bro, I gotta take you off the list, man. I gotta take you off the list because you scamming. You're a slickster at that point. You see what I'm saying? You're a damn slickster. What's up, big dog? What's up, everybody just rolling up in here? But yeah, man, he's a damn slickster, man. And that's Terrence Crawford's problem, man. And the thing that Terrence is going to get into, what he don't really understand, is time is not on his side no more. He's got less than about 2 years to make something happen, or he's going downhill. He's got to quit. He's got to start taking those fights forever at that point.
Now, you think a 36-year-old Crawford is going to get in the ring with a 33-year-old Errol Spence Jr., who's motivated? His only motivation is to destroy this pretender. You know what I'm saying? This guy is so motivated through all this BS that Crawford has put him through for the last 4 or 5 years, with all the trash talk and all that, you know, calling him gay and all the stuff he had to endure, calling him a drunk. And you think he's going to get in the ring with that guy? Exactly. You know, at 36 years old,
and his whole family. You know what happens when your sister talks shit up to somebody, and that dude gets his hands on you because all the shit your sister talk. You know what I mean? They dogged this dude. I mean, Bernie dogged him. Everybody dogged this dude, but now ain't nobody saying none of that. You know what I mean? Oh, wow. And I asked people, I said, what the hell y'all want Earl to do? Y'all want him to back out of the Ugas fight, the fight turns? And you know, some of them fools that I was arguing with said, yeah, he just can delay that fight. So I said, okay. Soon. What did Spence say? He said, when I win this fight, y'all gonna see who's holding up the damn division. Spence told all of us that Bud was capping. Basically, that's what he said. He said, when it's over, I'm gonna show y'all exactly who's holding up the damn sport. And now they talking about Bud is the gold standard and Bud should be able to go make this kind of money. It ain't what Bud did, is how Bud went about it. If Bud had to just say, listen, we took these negotiations. Okay, I'm going to take y'all what y'all want. I'm not getting what I want, but I am going to fight this year. And I'm going to go take this fight right here to stay busy. Same way Tank did, right? A good fight. Virgil, like you said, Virgil Ortiz of Boots. Wouldn't have said shit, my man. I wouldn't have said shit.
Now, just like you said, bro, he could have signed the Errol Spence Jr. fight for next year, and he could have went and got him a tune-up. You know what I'm saying? So that shows you right there he didn't want to make that fight. Yeah, I mean, you can make more than one fight at one time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So just like Tank them, they fighting other people and they signed the fight. But they don't want to hold Terrence Crawford accountable. You know what I'm saying? Just like they wanted EJ to not go get that. It's not only that they want to just shit on EJ resume. They don't want him to gain. They didn't want him to gain that WBA belt. Exactly. They have that over Terrence Crawford.
And Terrence wasn't even trying to get the damn belt. Does that make any damn sense? While Spence was fighting
that's
Sean Porter,
thing.
He could have went after Ugas, or he could have went after, you know what I mean? He could have went after and took Ugas' belt.
And that speaks what? Volumes, right?
Volumes, man.
He didn't go after. He didn't go after the belt. He didn't want to lock up the division. He would have more power in negotiations for money and everything, but he didn't want it, bro. And that tells me that he's not as good as everybody thinks. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's
ain't as confident. He ain't as confident as he led on to be. Because my thing is, every time somebody called Bud out, he done been on their ass. Have you noticed that? But what did Earl say in front of everybody? I'm going to go over there and take his shit too. Right? And Terrence did something totally different. Terrence, you remember when him and Benavidez got into it? And he told Benavidez, go fight before you won't make it to your fight. When he tried to ask Benavidez to go outside and fight out in the back, right? I'm like, damn, Terrence the real deal. Now you got him calling you out in the ring, talking about he gonna take your belt, come on with it, you capping, you lying and everything else, and you don't go shut him up. You don't go shut Earl up. Man. Bruh.
And I'm gonna tell everybody, go back and watch that Jose Benavidez fight. Jose Benavidez hit Terrence Crawford to the body, and he looked like he was about to leave, looked like his spirit left his earth for a second. Everything went wobbly. And I'm trying to tell you, he knows if he get in, You got to go back and
Yeah, I'm
watch
going
it.
to
We'll
watch
watch
it
it
again. I
real
only seen
carefully.
it that one time. I didn't watch it twice. I seen it that once. So I'm
And
like,
Benavidez kind of like in front of the camera where you'll see the blow that he hit him with, and you'll see Terrence just kind of like when Gamboa hit him, you'll see him just kind of like his whole legs just kind of give out on him for a second. You know what I'm saying? You like, damn, what the hell? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So if he fights EJ, bro, he gonna be jacked up, bro. I mean, he can't take no shots. He
yeah,
can't take no shots, bro.
yeah,
Not the kind of shit that EJ is throwing. And he is. I don't think he's the fighter. Everybody. I think he's all hype, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can beat up on them boys, when who you got more athletic ability. And, just like a predator. He
right.
can see if you're faster than him, or a shark. He knows if you can swim faster than him. He knows who he got more athletic ability. He knows it protects him in the ring. He can move around. They're not faster. He's a superior athlete.
Right.
But when you got another superior athlete that can move around, cut the ring off, and he's durable and he's got power, he don't want to face that. He don't want to face that cat, man. Just like Floyd. Floyd didn't really want to fight no black fighters.
Nah, not when he got older.
He got in the ring,
once he got older, he was like, I'm on that money grab a little bit. I'm gonna start watching how I move. When he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he came all the way with it mostly. But once he got retired and came back, it was a different one.
Look who gave him the most trouble in his career. You know what I'm saying? It was all black fighters that gave him hell. Zab Judah. Mosley almost knocked his ass out.
The athleticism.
All the black. Right. And that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? If you got somebody in there who can hop around that ring like you, and somebody got power and they can punch at different angles, and you know what I'm saying, they're durable, and you know what I'm saying, that motherfucker can just do, different things in the ring with their athletic ability, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to do that, bro. They're like, I need this. I don't need it, bro. You know what I'm saying? This dude here, I got to dig deep, you know what I'm saying, to survive.
Yeah.
And I just don't think he's ready. I think like Bob Arum said, Terrence Crawford saw that Ugas fight, and he ain't in the right mental place to fight Errol Spence Jr. I mean, you hear him in the interviews what he sound like. Don't he sound like he's sitting on Golden Pond, like he about to go fishing?
Man, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Terrence Crawford, listen, when he kept saying that fight's going to be later on down the road, but this is my biggest thing. When Terrence said that they both have that he agreed to everything, correct? That means on his end that you shut that down. That book is closed. Earl got the contract, got the sheet, and then in the contract, the lawyers did it up. His lawyers got it together. They signed it and sent it back to Terrence Crawford. So what the hell are we talking about negotiating for now? Shouldn't this be Tank and Ryan? Shouldn't this be already legit contract to say, okay, Terrence, you went and got David and this. So why are they even talking about going back to negotiations? Everybody you see out there is talking about negotiations. And I'm like, what the hell are we negotiating for? You don't hear Andre Ward talking about it. You don't hear Porter talking about it. Everybody talking, well, he needs somebody to represent him at the table. For what? It's over. He's not going to get no more than what he already said he'd take before the David Avenesian fight. That's a done deal. He said, and this one came out of Terrence Crawford's mouth. He said they knew they didn't want to fight this year. They'd be fighting next year. So the date was next year, right? And everybody know why the date is next year. It's like what T-Word said. They needed time, but they needed a venue, right? Venues people have snatched the venues up, right? So my point is, why the hell is anybody even talking about that? Shouldn't it be they already set the date that if you get past your guy, Spence gets past his guy, then bam, we'll be fighting on this. And then you have it. It should be a done deal. But them dudes talking about going back to the negotiating table. You know why? Because his ass don't want to fight. He don't want to fight.
That's right. And see, if they think this is the end of it, I mean, if they entertain Terrence Crawford again, it's going to be something else, bro.
Oh, it is.
It's going to be something. It's going to be something else. I just don't waste your time. This dude do not want to fight, bro. He's going to find some reason to say that the deal is shitty. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not going to happen because he do not want to face Earl Spence. It's too much of a risk. He want to be able to have one over EJ as far as undisputed and being undefeated. You know what I'm saying? That's why everybody's pushing for Errol Spence Jr. to fight Jaron Boots Ennis.
Right, right.
Now, to me, this isn't about. Now, would I like to see Errol Spence Jr. fight Jaron Ennis? Of course I would. But I want to see him knock out his class first, the Keith Thurmans, the Terrence Crawfords. That's part of Errol Spence Jr. class right there.
Yeah.
Moose is part of the new class.
Exactly.
So before we get in fighting the new class, let's air out what's going on with the old class and see his fan base. They're so scared that Terrence Crawford is going to get exposed. That's why, you know what I'm saying, they don't want him fighting Ortiz. They don't want him fighting none of the new school people. You know what I'm saying? So David Avanesian is just safe enough so he can continue talking shit and pretending that he's, you know, the best welterweight in the world, right? So I have never seen this extreme form of capping. You know what I'm saying? This dude is capping to the end.
And this dude never did interviews. Terrence never done interviews. Now in every interview, he's contradicting the last interview.
Oh, yeah. So you notice he's getting more vague. You notice he's not even. Let's not talk about Errol Spence Jr. Now he's talking about David. So you got people watching. You know, you got people watching YouTube of what we complaining about. Yeah, and he's making adjustments according. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, what the hell, man? This dude here is on some real sucker shit. And I just hope everybody could see it, bro. You know what I'm saying? That
they see it.
He's not real, bro. He ain't real, bro.
Let me tell you what Karma said before you go any further. She said Jamel Herring said his attorney even offered Bud help, but Bud refused.
Yeah, because the PBC agreed to everything. Even Bud said they rolled out the red carpet. They offered him transparency. He spoke out. They wouldn't give him transparency. So that tells you right there that this nigga is never going to be honest. You know what I'm saying? You know, he don't want to fight. It's always going to be something, right? He held on to the contract, you know, and it was a plan, in my opinion, to stretch out the negotiations. So the mandos and stuff, you know, to put it out there and leak it, that there was problems with negotiations. So this fight wouldn't be made. And so his mandos, that's why, who ducks you and then say, you ducking your mandos? You know what I'm saying? Who says that? You know what I'm saying? They duck you and then says, I never duck my mandos. Well, you did duck your mando because Lipinus was waiting on you at 140 under the IBF, right? He was sitting there waiting for you. But you had to get to Jeff Horn before somebody else got to him, right? Because, you know what I'm saying? Because if somebody else would have got to Jeff Horn, he would have been in the world of hurt. And what if EJ would have went and fought Jeff Horn? Then EJ, now he can't go the WBO route up to 147 because he would have had to face EJ because he's sitting on that belt now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So he had to hurry up. He had to leave Lipinus in the dust, who I don't think he wanted to face either. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he wanted to face Lipinus either because he was the samurai. You know what I'm saying? Back then, you know what I'm saying? Nobody knew how really good he was. And he was, you know, a tough Terminator at the time. So, you know, I think Crawford would have beat him, but would have faced that challenge? I don't know. And defended those belts? I don't think so. Yeah. So he had to jump on Jeff Horn before, you know what I'm saying, anybody jumped on Jeff. And, you know, so the way he moved is kind of like Canelo. You know, he kind of like a predator, you know what I'm saying? That if you're weak, you show a sign of weakness. You know, when EJ was drinking and he was partying and he looked kind of like human when he fought Mikey Garcia. Everybody wanted to fight him. He looked human when he fought Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? That was when everybody came in the ring. Yeah, Danny Garcia, I'm next. I got next. You know what I'm saying? And then he got Falumaloon.
Yep.
You know,
and they better be glad the Ugas Spence didn't show up because that dude was on top. See, Spence was doing them fat camps and everything else, and now he sees Spence is more dedicated and serious. You know what I mean? The dude that went and got a farm. He stays in shape. He ain't ballooning up. So that scares Bud. I don't care what nobody say. I don't think Bud is scared, quote unquote, scared, but he has a healthy respect for fighting Spence, and he ain't going to lose his eye for for no less than 100 million.
Bro, did you see what Ugas looked like when they stopped that fight? Did you see what he looked like, bro?
Hey,
He looked like he was in a car accident, didn't he?
did he?
I
Did
was
he?
like,
Hey, he said his eye bled
like,
for weeks, for like about a couple of weeks, dude.
hey, bro, hey, the shit is real. Crawford knows what he's looking at. He ain't stupid, bro.
Right,
He ain't stupid.
right.
But the cap, the way he doing, the way he's sidestepping his fight, it ain't smooth, bro. It ain't smooth at all.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
And I'm just tripping on. You know, I don't think he have as many fans as we think. I think he got a lot of people that just hate the PBC.
Yeah.
And he got a lot of people that hate EJ. You know what I'm saying? They don't like the success, you know what I'm saying, of that company. They see it as a black company, especially with Floyd being involved and everything. So, you know, Floyd comes with his whole demographic of haters. And Al Heyman, you know, made, you know, because of that Manny Pacquiao fight. That's just residual hate. That's, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that was a big fight, Flo Moes versus Packtards. And there's a lot of that animosity that's you know, especially with Al, them taking the fighters from Golden Boy. A lot of people don't know EJ fought for Golden Boy. I think one or two fights.
A few of them did.
You know,
him, Jamel.
Jamel.
Yeah. And that's when you remember when the other day De La Hoya was saying something smart, talking about he gonna come say something, and they put that picture up. You see them put that picture up and said, "Look how you treated everybody that you had at first," because he had all them guys. But he wasn't treating those fighters right. But that's De La Hoya's fault.
Well,
you know what I'm
saying? He wasn't paying right now. He don't even run the company.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He got I forgot what the name of them dudes. He don't run the company. You know what I'm saying? He just the figurehead. You know. So, you know, he can say what he wants. You know, he was going to expose. Anytime they have a rift over at the PBC, he act like he going to expose the PBC. And, of course, him and Bob sued Al Heyman, and Bob called them a cancer and all this stuff. So, you know, you never hear nothing from Al. Al never say nothing.
Because he don't have to. He's walking. He's walking the walk and chewing bubble gum. You know what I mean? And these fools up here get mad. And if it wasn't for a few fighters all in their feeling, PBC would have been and took over. You know what I'm saying? Like Bud should have just went on to PBC. All them other guys should have, because at the end of the day, what promoter out there is going to give you the kind of percentage that they giving you over at PBC? They rolling out the red carpet for fighters. They letting you keep most of your money because they look at it like, man, we making something, but we're going to let y'all make the Lions portion. But you got people like Terrence Crawford that don't understand that.
And see, they're not understanding because they put the narrative out there that PBC is going bankrupt like years ago. And if you look at their business model, it's not based on them putting out money. It's based on, you know what I'm saying, the deals they're making with network. It's network money. Just like Canelo's getting. He's getting network money. So that's where his $50 million come from, because the networks are willing to have Canelo on there and take a risk with Canelo because he got a really faithful fan base. They don't care who he fights. You know, it's getting a little bit it's getting a little bit bad for him now because some of his opponents, some of the opponents he fought is just like he's about to fight John Ryder, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I predicted that like a long time ago. I said, yeah, he's gonna come back to fight John Ryder. That's gonna be his default fight because that's somebody he could beat and he ain't got to worry about. Like right now, he's never going to fight David Benavidez. He's never going to fight David Morrell. People like that, you know what I'm saying, that's tough, that's athletic. He's not going to fight them dudes because that's a hard fight.
Yeah,
he's never going to fight Bivol. He ain't going to fight Bivol again. You know.
And at this point, this point in his career, man, he just needs to go ahead and retire.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Right now, he's just in the way. Yeah, you gamed the system. You know what I'm saying? You did what you had to do. You and Triple G, y'all both got by. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got by with a lot of politics, and, you know, you didn't do it on your own fighting ability. You know what I'm saying? You did it with politics of boxing and the business of boxing. That's how they was able to stay on top. And that's how they trying to bar out the talent. That's how they trying to, control, boxing from turning a total blackout of nothing but top black fighters, that by using the politics of the system.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see it. You can see, every time I read an article, they're always talking about Vasil Lomachenko as the living legend. You know what I'm saying? They call this nigga don't have 20 fights, bro. This nigga don't have 20 fights.
Yeah.
And they calling him the living legend. Well, you look
with 2 losses.
Right, you look back at history. Yeah. You look back at history. You got fighters who got 129 degree. Sugar Ray Robinson. I think he got something like. I can't even remember how many fights he got, but the shit is like almost 129 fights straight that he went without losing. And they gonna call this nigga who ain't have 20 fights a living legend. Every time they put, bruh, you can't make this shit up.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is, man, you know what? You got to salute their business model, because they can go out there and take a decent fighter and convince people they one of the best in history. With less than 20 fights, 2 losses. Remember, ESPN even stepped in and tried to cover up for 1 loss, right? But at the end of the day, they all about the money. They don't care about the boxing. They don't care about that. You know what I mean? We care. They don't. They look at it like, man, we try to make this money. They come and go. But man, we're gonna definitely have to do a show together, bro. We really are, man.
Oh, no doubt, bro. No doubt, man. You jump on my platform, I jump on yours. It don't matter.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I just love the boxing talk, and name one pay-per-view. I mean, what is his highest pay-per-view?
Who is that?
What is Lomachenko's highest pay-per-view?
Oh, shit, he ain't got a pay-per-view.
Exactly. Exactly. The nigga ain't no draw.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? And so he gets to fight what's his name? Takanani, and he gets to fight Comey to get back into contention. You know what I'm saying? That's like the smoothest move since Keith Thurman fighting Marius Boreals, bro. to get back into the swing of things. Yeah, contention.
Yeah, he's right in contention with that little silly shit. You know what I mean? And you got people like Boots
and then you almost get fucked up. Then you almost get stopped. You know what I'm saying? In that fight, you know what I'm saying, gets a dude that got knocked out by a lightweight and Gervonta Tank Davis. It's like, you can't make this shit up, bro.
Man.
It's like,
but you know what? Let me tell you something. Their business models are great, man. At the end of the day, they're making millions of dollars. So at the end of the day, they're like, man, what do we care? You know what I mean? We don't really care. At the end of the line, we making a killing off of these dudes in here beating each other down. That's all they care about. And these fighters don't care.
My thing is, how does he keep saying, they keep saying like there's no guarantee money, but I was like, he turned down 3 guarantee upfront offers. You know what I'm saying? So, but they keep saying that the PBC offered him no guarantee. I'm like, bro, we've been here watching the negotiations. They offered you, 8.5, $10 million. You know what I'm saying? And you said that wasn't enough. So how are you going to tell people that they didn't offer you no guarantee money? We know that's a lie. You know what I'm saying? We know that's a lie. So you're going to take $10 million from BLK Prime, and PBC offered you, and that was just the front end. That's not even, that's with the back end. You see what I'm saying? So you're going to make way more than $10 million, bro. So all that shit this is why Terrence Crawford is not going to fight your boy from Dallas. You know what I'm saying? They could offer that nigga, $50 million. He'd rather run through hell with gasoline draws on.
Hey, man,
I'm trying to tell you.
He said Earl Spence didn't want to fight in them Yeezys that he told him to. He wanted Earl to fight in some pink Yeezys. And since he don't want to fight in pink Yeezys, he don't want to make the fight.
And then they agreed to Errol coming out first.
Yeah.
They agreed to all that shit. They agreed to him coming out first. So, you know what I'm saying?
And Earl must take 3 steps up to the ring. He can't take 4 because he's gonna be disqualified. He gotta have on pink Yeezys. And when he come in, he gotta look left.
And he got to fight with one hand behind his back. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
One hand. He can't use his left. He got to use nothing but his right. I'm saying? So,
I agreed to the fight, but Earl can't punch me in the eye. There we go. He can't hit me in the eye.
and that's another thing. He said he agreed to everything. So I don't understand how they can't. How can they hold him accountable for that? He said he agreed to everything.
So it's over, right? Don't we have a done deal? And he said he agreed. So we should have a done deal.
So they just let Terrence Crawford talk.
They let him talk.
Saying? They just accept. They just accept. They just know they don't like EJ. They don't give a fuck what EJ talk about. You know what I'm saying? They don't care if Crawford duck. They don't care if he never fight EJ.
Right.
They don't care.
Right. And they're not making Terrence stand on that shit. And I can't stand that shit. They don't make him stand on it, and I can't stand it. So
it is what it is. So I'm like listening to some of my favorite channels, and I'm just like, bro, I was listening to Teddy Atlas. And he's like, I know the negotiations didn't go right, but he's 35. And I say, here we go with the bullshit. He's 35. He's 35, and they offer him a bag. I said, bro, I have never ever heard Teddy Atlas talk like that.
They offer him a bag shit. Man.
Right? Yeah, and it's an easier fight. Yeah, I said it. It's an easier fight. I was like, bro, what are you talking about right now? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I can't hold it against him if you want to go. I said, you've been listening to YouTube.
Everybody
You've been listening to YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You've been taking talking points from YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Because it's never been about, boxing ain't never been about, especially when you a champion, you on that level, it's never been about just going to get an easy bag. You know what I'm saying? When have you ever heard that talking point in boxing? Except when it comes to Terrence Crawford.
Hey, let me tell you something. I'm going to start promoting the fight. Let me tell you how I'm going to start promoting the fight. Because, here soon, they're going to say that David Avanesian, something's going to happen to him. They're going to kill that fight. Either he's going to get hurt, caught COVID, or can't make it over here, right? So they're going to kill that fight. But let's say they do make the fight. I don't give a damn. But what I'm going to start promoting is that the fight is going to happen between Earl Spence and Bud. Because the way I look at it is, I'm going to go back by what both of them say. They both said they had a done deal. They both agreed. And now we waiting on Terrence to sign his portion of that contract that they both agreed to. And guess what? I'm promoting that. So I'm going to say, congratulations, man. I'm glad you guys got everything out. Both of y'all said y'all agree. So what date y'all setting the fight after this fight? There you go. That's it for me. That's it for me. And because we need the people that can interview Terrence Crawford to say that to Terrence Crawford. Well, if you agree to everything, and Spence agreed to everything, and y'all was waiting on the contract, Spence already signed the legit contract, waiting for your signature. Ain't that a done deal? Nobody has said that. That's a done deal. But yeah, man. But yeah, man.
That's when he's talking into there's all kind of things and other things and things that didn't happen, and there's more to it and things. I'm like, man, what is he talking about, bro?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's all right.
What is he talking about?
They're gonna have to make a move because, like I said, they're gonna fake an injury with David Avocado. Something's gonna happen because you only less than 3 weeks away, and that fight they ain't even talked about the undercard, and they rather go pay people their ticket prices.
They talking about the undercard. It's a bunch of MMA fighters turned cyborg. A lot of more. I can't even. So is that a done deal now?
Is that the done deal undercard?
Well, I mean, that's the undercard I saw.
Oh, okay, because I haven't even seen that.
That's the undercard I saw from.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? Well, you got you get like I think once you get you don't like lower to the game. There's a lot of people giving you little sources and stuff, that be on these different platforms with inside information. They'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
Okay, yeah, send it.
You know what I'm saying? Show you show you who on them.
Yeah, because I be on a lot of little forums over there on Facebook, and it be going down, man. What's up, AM Sports? Yeah, man.
Yeah. I'm like on a lot of them too, but I never go to them because I be so busy with my stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that. So what's some of the best ones over there?
Man, it's so many of them, man. But you just gotta find out which one's right for which ones. Like there's one that's got like about 190,000 in its boxing connection over there, but that's more of European. So I go over there and I argue and fight with them, and they about ready to kick me out of there because I go over there and talking about how half the fighters over there in the UK are cheaters and shit. They hate that. And so listen, man, I get myself in so much trouble on Facebook, dog. They be mad as hell at me on Facebook, and especially Trayvon Crawford. Hey, me and dude, I be going rounds with him. He don't even hit me back no more on there, man. I say some stuff, dude. He ignore what I say. So it's fun. It's fun. But here lately, man, I ain't been on there too much in the past few weeks because I go off on them dudes and they just act like they don't hear what I say. And then I throw up my stuff. Sometimes they come over, but most time they dodge. I'm like, man, why don't y'all come on here? Nah, man, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. I'm like, all right, man. But yeah, man, we got to get together, man. I'm opening up these phone lines, see if anybody else want to call in. But man, hit me up so we can set up at time and get this thing popping.
No doubt, man. Okay, then, man.
All right, man.
Hey, I love your channel, man, and get on with it, bro. All right.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you, man.
All right, bye-bye.
Yeah, man, that was Pool Counter Boxing, man. Hey, that dude, hey, listen, man, you guys need to check it out, man. He be on top of it, man. Hey, man, I appreciate when everybody call in, man. Y'all, hey, I like hearing other people's perspective of it, man. I really do, man. Yeah, man. And for everybody else that rolled in, appreciate you guys. You know what I mean? Didn't want to interrupt him too much while he was out there spitting some of that. I know I interrupted a little bit, but I wanted to insert a few little things, say a few little things. Oh, yeah, I saw you guys saying that Karma had a video coming out. Listen, man, if anybody in here, look, in my description on my channel, right here in my description, go in there and look at it and send me the link if you guys got a boxing channel or your channel, whatever channels you guys got on YouTube or whatever. You send me your channel to my Instagram and I'll click on it. I'll follow you guys, man. And where I can return the love too, man. So I don't know if Karma's got a boxing channel, whoever else does, man. I think T-Word's got one. A few of you guys got some, man. So I want to make sure that I'm following y'all stuff too, man. Because at the end of the day, man, we are here following a bunch of these damn clowns that's talking a bunch of BS. So hey, I gotta get some of this stuff together, man. Yeah. Avery 81st, you said you making a DC trip OG. I don't know who you were speaking to, referring to on that one, but I did put it up here, so I didn't see anybody else responded to you, man. But yeah, y'all see the number up. So the number's up. So anybody wanna call in, make sure you guys call in. Want to make sure everybody get a chance to call in. Everybody's been roasting Bud and everything else. And like I said, the title of the night was Will Jaron Ennis gets his shot? And the reason why we got on Bud is because Bud is really, it's that decision. The whole debacle between Spence and Bud is what messed up the whole welterweight division. And it was a lot of fights hinging on that. Yeah. He said, I'm saying you going to Tank versus Hector. I'm not going to go to that one. I'm not going to go to that one. I like that Tank and Hector fight, but I think if I'm going to spend my money, it's going to go Tank versus Ryan. I'm really thinking about that one. Would love to have, listen, I went to the Tank versus Gamboa fight down in Atlanta. Hey, it was off the chain, man. Atlanta was a really good spot. I actually went to the fight, I was supposed to go to Spence versus Ugas, and I mean, not Spence versus Manny, and then you know how that got all messed up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, he had all the fight schedules up, man. All that shit was messed up, man. And it's bad because now look at all of us, man. Said it, that Spence versus Bud holding up the welterweight division. Yeah, it was. And now Bud out there talking trash about all of us. But listen, I got something for Bud. Said tickets too high for that fight. Yeah, Karma, y'all got to tell me what kind of video y'all doing, man. And if you got whatever the video is, man, send me the link in my Instagram. But yeah, this is what we got for Bud, and Bud talking shit about all of us. Here you go. This one right here is for Bud.
Little prick. Yeah, prick.
Go ahead.
Come on, get him out of here. little prick.
Yeah.
Yeah, prick.
Go ahead.
Come on, get him out of here.
That's for Bud. I got that right here on my sound thing with Bud in mind. There you go. Get him out of here, little prick. There you go. Get him out of here. There you go. Bud's a little prick, man. he done messed up the whole. He messed up the whole damn welterweight division, man. All because he wanted to be a diva, man. I don't understand that, man. Wanted to be a diva. Got in his feelings because he feel like Spence is getting more limelight than him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got Bob on deck. Yeah. Yeah, man. And at this situation, man, I don't even mean to put that off on a female. So I apologize, ladies. But y'all gotta agree. Bud is acting like a little like he all in his feelings, man. Oh, you been to 5 fights this year already? Oh, shoot. Listen, I didn't really find any that I really, really wanted to go to. I was waiting out for Spence versus Crawford. I was like, I'm going to that one. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Bob said that. I just cut that out. He said, get the F out of here. I cut that out. That way I can always use it. You know what I mean? I can always use that. Hey, little prick. He said, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Yeah. Hey, Bob tells it like it is. Listen, I would have gave anything if he just straight up called Terrence a prick. If he had said that, Terrence is a little prick, get out of here. Dude, if he had said that to Terrence, man, wow. He said, I feel bad for Boots as he's the odd man out right now with Top Fire has been occupied. You are absolutely 100% right. Listen, the sanctioning bodies, everybody is so pissed off at Bud right now, right? And it caught everybody up in that BS, right? All because he's in his feelings. That's why everybody's got a channel, man. What we all need to start doing now is start promoting the Spence and Crawford fight because they said they had a done deal. I'm going with that, man. They said they had a done deal. Terrence said his words were, so if anybody y'all know doing some interviews with Terrence, have them ask that one question. Have them ask for your boy, man, for me. If you said you agreed to everything that Spence said, Spence went over, got it written down, he agreed. Why the hell are we still talking about negotiations? Why are we talking about that? Because you said that they were going to fight next year. So if they're going to fight next year, that PBC wanted to fight next year, right? So that means you still agree. So why the hell Sean Porter, everybody else talking about we need to go to negotiations and Bud needs some help? Bud don't need no damn help. He needs to go ahead and fight this David Avocado fight and come on with it and make this damn Spence fight. Let Spence loop around the block because Spence is probably going to be the only one fighting. Because I'm telling you right now, David Avocado, they going to say that dude caught COVID or he got injured. They not going to make that fight. I'm telling you, they getting ready. Something's going to happen. If they smart, they better let something happen. If they smart. There ain't no damn way in hell I'm going to throw $15 million out the window for a fight that ain't even going to make $1 million. That fight ain't making no couple of $1 million. The Groupons ain't selling. They got 40% off. They're going to be 75% off. That's not going to happen. So guess what? We're going to be right back there. You know what I'm saying? And if anybody got something they want to say about that, like I said, guys, the phone lines are open. You know how it is. You guys can always call in, say what you got to say. So hopefully they will make Boots Bud mandatory under the WBO to make him. Oh, yeah, they supposed to. They said they were supposed to. They supposed to pull counter boxing. They supposed to make him that. Yep. Because we got Polynesian on Chick-fil-A nuggets. Yeah. May right around the corner. Yep. He going to have to fight Boots. He going to have to fight Boots or he going to have to fight, what's the name? One or the other. What's up, y'all? What's up? Yeah, man. Yeah. One or two's got to happen. It's got to happen, man. It's got to. They got to do one or the other. You know what I mean? They got to do one or the other. They listen. Something's gonna pop off. What's up with you, Anthony, man? Appreciate you rolling up in here. What's up, HLD? Yeah, man. Hey, you right, T-Word. It's right around the damn corner. He's gonna have to fight Boots next. They need to order that fight. And I think it's strategic. Either you're gonna fight Spence or you fighting Boots next. Either one of them's gonna test your chin, bro. Either one of them's gonna test your chin. You ain't getting out of those. And what did Bud say? Bud said he fights all mandatories. So you're mandatory or Spence. So right now they all playing at Anthony Johnson. Johnson, man, appreciate you, fam. Man, appreciate you with the money and the cash out, man. Appreciate it, man. Hey, boy, you come here every day supporting the channel, man. I appreciate you, Anthony. Appreciate you, man. He said he's going to vacate the belt, Showboat. Who is? Bud? Yeah, Bud going to have to go ahead and retire, man. They got Cyborg on the undercard. I can't believe it. Cyborg, her career is over. Her career is really over. Boots will be number one since Virgil is going WBA to get Stanley Olsen. Yeah, oh yeah, he will be. He will be. Because what'll happen is if Boots stick around too long, they'll make Boots and I mean if Virgil stick around too long, they'll make Boots and Spence fight that out. They'll make that. Oh, you went to Spence, Vargas. Okay, Wilder and Castano. Woo! And Pedraza Come. Oh, shit, you've been to all the good fights. Damn. Oh, gonna test his dog. Oh, yeah, he definitely will. He definitely will. One thing about it is, y'all do know, we can say, we've seen people get the dog tested in them, right? We saw Ugas. Ugas had his whole face rearranged and kept fighting. We saw others. We saw just about everybody else get tested, right? But Chris Colbert got tested and quit in the ring. And he said he had dog. We saw Wilder get tested. Wilder got dog in him. But we have not seen Terrence Crawford get tested. He said, I'm on board with that. Crawford fight is not happening. Been saying that something is going to pop off soon. I got 5 on it. Yep, exactly. Here we go.
Call from
ATL Unanimous Boxing.
To accept, press 1.
Showboating Sports, man. What's up with your ATL?
What's going on with your Showboat?
Man, nothing much. You know how we do, man. The floor is yours, my man.
Man, I just stopped by to say, man, you know, with all this foolishness going on, you know what I'm saying? We know we're supposed to be in seeing Spence versus Crawford fight. We all know that Crawford ducked the fight and that he's a super duck. But what I do know from Spence Road to where he's at now, he had never lied. He did exactly what he said he was going to do. Mm-hmm. He's going to clean up his side of the street. Mm-hmm. He's going to get this belt. He's going to get all these belts. He said if he can't get the Terrence Crawford fight, then he's going to move up because his body is growing and he's having trouble making the weight.
Right,
so this is what I believe. Since he can't get the Crawford fight, he's going to move up and fight somebody at 154. I think that's going to be the new surprise. I don't think he's worried about Crawford no more because one thing about Spence, when he say something, he do exactly what he say. And he said if he can't get this fight with Crawford, that he's moving to 154 because he's having trouble making the weight.
Right. Well, the thing about it is, you know, I agree with you. Spence says what he says, and he stands on it. You know what I mean? And he showed he's got dog in there too. But at the end of the day,
he said he know his body. He said he know he's getting older, and his body getting older, and it's getting harder for him to make the weight.
Right.
You know
and plus, he don't have enough time to keep playing around at 150. I mean, at 147 when he needs to get to 154. He don't want to be in one division for his whole career. He wants to go up, right? So at the end of the day,
exactly.
And that's why Crawford playing games, man. Crawford playing games, acting like a diva because he all in his feelings. So do you think Boots is getting shafted?
He already knows what's gonna happen, man. He didn't really expect Spence to beat Crawford like that and abuse him. If you think about it, if you go back and look at Errol Spence's workout before the Ugas fight, he did exactly what he did in that workout to Ugas. He did not stop on the workout. He was punching that bag like that was Ugas. And he did the same thing to Ugas when he got in the ring.
And Terrence Crawford said, I'm out of here. Hey, didn't Crawford put every damn thing in that contract. He said, man, I want to find out if they buying bubble gum for somebody. Spence better have on purple Yeezys with pink on it, and Spence better not hit me in the eye. He ain't allowed to hit me in the eye.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he didn't sign, because he didn't get eye insurance.
yeah, exactly. Well, so what do you think about this Jaron Boots, man, before you get off of here? What do you think about Boots, man? Do you think Boots is getting shafted, or what do you feel about that? What do you think is next for Boots?
No, I think that you know, it just been so much going back and forth with Spence and Crawford
that ain't nobody really had the time to even visualize a fight like that. You know, Earl is unpredictable. He might just take that fight because, you know, but just think about that. If he was to fight Boots right now, just think about how big of a fight that would be, man. On the low. You know what I'm saying? If he came out with that tomorrow, just think about how big of a fight that would be. How excited everybody would be just to see that fight, man. Wouldn't nobody even think about Crawford no more.
They wouldn't. The only reason why we think about Crawford because Crawford got that belt. If somehow they could make Crawford get rid of that belt, we wouldn't care. I would listen. Let's say the belt wasn't involved, right? And Spence was undisputed, right? Let's just say Spence was undisputed. And he's like, man, I need to make one more welterweight fight before I get out of here. I wouldn't care if it's Bud or Boots. Really, not the way Bud is acting right now. I wouldn't care.
At this point, I don't even want to see Bud. I would rather see Boots.
Yeah. I agree with you. The only reason why I'd rather see Bud is only because Spence deserves to be undisputed if he can beat Crawford. He deserves to get a shot at that
Let me tell you why I say that. Showbo, let me tell you why I say that, right? Because him and Bud been going back and forth for years. You know what I'm saying? Right. They had a chance to fight. So just the courage of even Spence even find somebody young and upcoming like Boots. If he was to lose, that still would be a great fight that everybody would look at. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be like, at the end of the day, Crawford would still be in the dark. Because it'd be like, he ducked this fight and at least Boots stepped up and took it and had the balls to take it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, my man. I agree with you.
And then they still got a chance to fight again at 154.
To run it back. Yep.
Exactly.
And wouldn't that be something? They fight at 147, they had to fight again at 154 for another shot.
Because you got to think about it, Showboat. Ennis is young. He's in the 147, so he's still growing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's a big-ass 147, too. He's a huge 147.
Exactly. In about 3 years, Ennis going to be in up there at 154. So, you know what I'm saying? It's only right, man. It's just like back in the day. We didn't give a damn about no losses back in the day. When Tyson Holyfield and everybody was fighting, man, we didn't care about no losses. We just wanted to see the good fights, man.
Exactly.
It wasn't about no money. It wasn't about nothing else. But hey, it's legacy. Let me get these belts. We don't care about the money. I want to prove to you that I'm the baddest man. Mike Tyson did that. Evander did that. Riddick Bowe did that. Roy Jones Jr. did that. Julio did that. You know what I'm saying? The Mexican boss, he did
Julio
that.
Cesar Chavez.
Julio
Cesar Chavez.
They did that. They wasn't scared to fight nobody, bro. It wasn't none of this controversy.
Hector Mancho Camacho.
Floyd Mayweather, even though, you know, he arrogant in who he is, but he is the face of boxing right now. But he didn't duck nobody. He fought everybody that called him out, or he felt like somebody called him out. He fought them. Period. And that's how it used to be. And they need to get back to that, man. All this money and this ducking and man, it's just crazy, man. I just wish it would get back to how it used to be, man.
I'm gonna tell you what I said last night.
The money.
Yeah, I don't think you came on last night, but I'm gonna tell you what I said. Was you on last night? Did you catch what I said about that we need some of these?
I came on, but I probably didn't call in on them.
Okay. Well, last night I addressed it. I said, really what needs to happen is these fighters' O's need to go. We need these fighters to be not undefeated no more. And the reason why I say that is because when you see a fighter that takes a L, they come out fighting. Look at Plant. Soon as Plant got beat, he came right out wanting to fight Benavidez and Anthony Durrell. He could have been did that shit, right?
Yeah.
Am I right? He could have been done that. So that's what these fighters do. When they take a loss, look at Jamel Charlo. What did he do? He took a loss and he been unleashing hell ever since that loss, right? Every time somebody takes a loss, they go, hey, that's gone. That's out the window. I got to go get back on this. And we need more of these fighters trying to get back. But if you look at 135, it's too many undefeated fighters down there. How are you going to have 4 or 5 fighters down in the same weight class undefeated and none of them fighting each other? Shit don't make sense, man. We got to get these dudes some losses. We got to start. We got to start getting them in there. And then you're going to see a monster right after that. Yep.
I wouldn't feel less about nobody if the best fought the best. I wouldn't feel less about nobody because y'all both stepped in the ring and made that commitment instead of doing like all these other motherfuckers doing out here and depriving us of shit we've been waiting on for damn near a decade. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. And then there you got Bud coming here playing these damn games and shit, and wanting to fight the public before he even wants to fight the people in the ring. And my problem with Bud is, like I said before, and I stand on that shit, is Bud, like I said, he was #1 pound for pound. But when you pull this bullshit right here that you pull, dog, I can't have you on there. I lost a lot of respect for Bud out of this, because you're a boss and you keep claiming you're a boss. And you fight David Avenesian.
He talks shit about us, bro. He talks shit about us YouTubers, but still, you go get on 4 or 5 other YouTube platforms to lie.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, it's YouTube keeping his ass relevant, because at the end of the day, when have you seen a BLK Prime commercial with Bud versus Avenesian? I haven't seen it nowhere. Only one I've seen a flyer on their Instagram, on Bud's Instagram, and I might have seen the flyer on Twitter. That's it.
I was telling somebody they ain't even got no undercard yet.
Well, that's what we said earlier, but then I think Pull Counter Boxing was the first one that I saw say that it was supposed to be some MMA fighters, and then they said it's supposed to be
MMA.
Cyborg. Yeah, supposed to be some MMA fighters.
What they got to do with boxing?
What, dog? I just didn't even say it. I'm glad you said it.
Okay.
I'm glad you said it. Because I was like, what the hell? You know what I mean? I was like, man, you know what, man?
Ain't nobody signed up for that shit.
Listen,
straight up,
they got these tickets on Groupon 40% off in the damn tickets.
Not the Groupon,
man. It's on. Buzz tickets on Groupon. It's literally on Groupon.
So I get it for $9.75.
Man, they got them up there. They got them for like, listen, man, they got them for like $79 with 40% off. we said Bud ain't gonna have listen, he blacked out the whole bottom floor to give out to his friends and family and everybody down at the YMCA.
So if I get the top row, that'd be like $9.95.
$9.95, yeah, with some free popcorn. hey, but listen, you're not gonna be able to go sit up in the stands, because the stands gonna have them little cutout people that they use in COVID, them little cardboard people. They're gonna have all them in there, and they're gonna be pumping in crowd noises. Yeah, Buzz Uncle gonna be walking through the crowd with a boom box.
I'm gonna have to watch the screen at the top of the stadium. Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, sports said, heard they having a hot dog eating contest on the undercard. Bo Mac gonna hey, man, listen, man, this is the most unconventional boxing match I've ever seen. Why would you be arguably the pound for pound king and you out there letting them do this on a bowling night? You know what I mean? You had a damn bowling league in there. They're gonna have them little mimes in there dancing and shit.
Fighting chicken fillet nigga sauce. Polynesian.
All right, man. I appreciate you calling in, fam. Thanks, man.
Already, all
right, man. Appreciate you. Later. Yeah, man. Hey, anybody want to call in? Listen, phone lines are open. We let everybody call in here and sound off, man. We will, man. Sometimes this shit is just too much to write, man. Sometimes you just can't get that right text. You know what I'm saying? You can't, when you put it down on that text, it just doesn't come out the same. But nah, man. It's all messed up, man. It's all messed up. Said they're going to make everyone move to the front near the cameras. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what they're going to do, man. Yeah, and the smoke machine. And Buzz Uncle going to walk through with a boom box with crowd noises. That's exactly what's going to happen. Man, that fight ain't going to do nothing, man. Hey, T-Word said he thinks by December the 3rd they're going to do it. I think they're going to do it right before sometime soon that they're going to say that fight is off. I just can't see them doing it. If they do that dumb move, man, please, I'm switching over to BLK Prime, because they just throwing money out the window, man. Throw something to your boy. Now, I ain't going to do nothing stupid for it, but I will get some of that money. I'll do it the right way. I ain't going to make somebody look bad at that expense. Yeah. And my side of the street, yeah. Women's boxing on the rise. Hell yeah, women's boxing is on the rise. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Listen, Clarissa Shields laid it down. All those women laid it down, man. For real. For real. For real. Those women show they got heart, man. They really did. I'm going to tell you the thing that I used to like about women's boxing back in the day. Them girls back in the day when Christy Martin used to fight and all them, said Crawford doing interviews with everybody talking about Spence instead of promoting his garbage fight. Hell yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing. But y'all remember when Christy Martin and all them girls used to fight back in the day? The shit wasn't really pretty, but they was in there trying to knock each other's head off. Christy Martin would come out pouring down in blood, man. She was in there swinging for the fences, right? But these girls done put some skills with it. And with some of these women fights, you get fireworks. And Clarissa Shields showed you what it takes to have the kahunas to go in there and prove you the baddest SOB on the planet. She proved that. And I ain't accepting nothing less from the men. You know what I'm saying? The women, and you know what's funny? The women make less money and people don't push the women that hard, but they in there fighting and putting up a damn good fight, man. Putting up a damn good fight. So listen, I'm saluting the women. I'm pushing the women every damn chance I get because them women let fireworks go. They let it go. Yeah, okay, maybe they're fighting 2-minute round fights. Maybe if they go to 3 minutes, it might change. But right now, what it is, what it is. I liked it. Clarissa Shields showed out. Baumgartner showed out. Savannah Marshall showed out. It was no bull crapping about any of that. They gave you your money's worth. Oh, you got Monica because she got some hood in her? Yeah, she do. She do. She do. Listen, all those women came out. They all came out and was bringing the noise, man. Man, listen, my hat are off to the women. They saved, really, to be honest, the best fight we about had this year was on the women's card, for real. Yeah, I remember Layla Ali fighting by herself. Yeah, Layla was a beast, man. But what's funny is Frazier's daughter came in and did good, man. That was a damn good fight. Frazier's daughter was good, man. Yeah, they coming out firing, man. Said Caroline Dubose is a star boxer, bro. She's real with them hands. Yeah. Listen, these women are really putting it down. They ain't trying to protect the old. They ain't trying to be pretty. They like, man, we going there to get that. We getting paid for this too. And the men are like, I'm only getting 5 million, man. I got to have 10 million, man. But I'm only going to fight this dude over here, man, in the purple and green socks. There's some bullshit with every time, man. It's bullshit with them, man. Said Spence tweeted he doesn't have a fight yet, so the Thurman fight is just a rumor at this point. Yeah, it could be. It could be. But Spence ain't going to get stripped of that belt. It depends on what sanctioning body makes something happen. That's where we at right now. But I think something's in the works. I think Spence just putting it out there, but I think they great pop up with something. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Spence don't like them trying to force him into that fight with Thurman, though. He really is against fighting Thurman. You know what I'm saying? Because Thurman is doing what this Bud thing doing. Hey, he said Blueface versus Christian Rock. Hey, listen, I will fight. I will go watch it if Christian Rock. Nah. Hey, but they put down a fight though. Hey, but I'll pay to see Christian Rock fight somebody. At least she'll be in a fight. She'll take a shot at somebody big time. She ain't gonna go get somebody easy. The WBA for Keith is coming. They're negotiating. Yeah. The WBA said that they will allow that fight. You're right, T-Word. You're right. The WBA said that, yeah, they'll do that. They'll go to that. They'll let that one go. Said Thurman and Jim working, and he only gonna move like that for $10 million. I believe he fighting EJ. Yeah, you could be right. You could be right. Said Thurman versus Spence in February. WBA Stanionis versus Boots. WBA winner. Nah, I think WAR. I think Stanionis is gonna fight Ortiz, man. They're saying Stanionis versus Ortiz. I thought it was gonna be Spence, but they said it's gonna be Ortiz. But then that leaves Boots without a dance partner. Boots is left without a dance partner, which is sad. Tony Rock versus Will Smith is replacing Bud versus Avocado. Yeah, Tony Rock versus Will Smith. Yeah, taking up for Chris Rock. Now that's gonna be a fight. I'll watch that one. I'll watch that one. I'll definitely watch that one. Yeah, man. I'm not. Hey, listen, some of them other fights, man, I can't get into, man. I ain't putting $1 on it. I told y'all when I tweeted Bud, I told Bud straight up, man, I'd rather go throw my $39 up at the strip club. You know what I'm saying? At least I get something for it. He said Virgil Ortiz versus Stanionis is a great fight. Oh, it is. That'd be a good fight. Really would be. I just that Boots can't get into that. Couldn't have gotten that scenario somewhere. I'd love to have seen Boots versus Virgil Ortiz, though. I really would have. But I understand that Golden Boy ain't gonna let that fight happen. And nobody wants that fight to happen because they don't want. I think Boots stops Virgil. I really do. But Virgil got that power, though. I would love to see that fight. I'm not saying that it'd be a cakewalk for Boots by no means. Boots versus and Bud are out. Yeah. Yeah, I like to see that. I want to see that. Nah, Boots and Bud would be mandated in May. Yeah, that'd be good. But that forces Bud into the Spence fight. Spence got to get past whoever it is he's fighting next. Or maybe, listen, maybe it might be something in the works, like behind closed doors, right? And it's just me shooting again. This is just me shooting my shot. This is me just shooting at her, guys. So don't take my head off. I don't know if Ugas said that or not. I'm not sure. If so, him and Boots would be a great fight. Yeah, I'd like to see Ugas fight Boots, but I'd like to see Ugas get one fight in between and do really good on that fight. So that way, if Boots beats him, he get all his credit, right? But what do y'all think about this? Y'all know they said Spence just put that tweet up. I saw that tweet earlier too, right? Spence says right now he's on a playing board and he don't know what he was gonna do next, right? What if PBC trying to wait to see what's going on with this Bud and Avocado fight? Like they know behind closed doors, since they done got all this flack right now, that they know that fight is getting ready to end. They're gonna call that fight off, and then they'll just go right into the Spence and Bud fight. Cause it's some BSing around for some reason. I can't put my finger on it. Something is up, man. Because y'all remember when Spence said, I got a fight coming up and I'm going to make the announcement real soon. Y'all remember that? What happened to that? That was about 3 weeks ago. That was about 3 weeks ago. So what happened to that? Now Spence is saying he don't know what he's going to do. He didn't have nobody there. But Spence did say that. Spence said, I got a fight coming up and I'll be making an announcement real soon. I got some big, great news coming up. Said WBC trumps all belts. What they say goes. Yep. Hey, T-Word called that out too. Because I said, I'm telling you, I said that oh yeah, Frank Martin. Oh, it was the Frank Martin. Okay. I thought he was saying he had great news for himself. I thought that's what he meant. Okay. Poor counterboxing. Yeah. Says so if Earl fights Keith for the WBA and WC, he resets his mandatory days, and we know the IBF ain't stripping him. Yep, at that point, because they can't turn right around and make him go. They could, but hopefully they wouldn't do it. Said Crawford can challenge Cyborg super fight. He said, yep, I'm hoping Spence makes the fight week of Bud's fight. Be nice. It'd be nice. But, hey, I really do think that somewhere in here, they're going to back out of that Bud fight. I just don't see that company throwing away $15 million, man. I just don't. But listen, if they make that damn fight, Bud ain't making $10 million. If they make that fight, that means Bud wasn't making $10 million. Bud probably making about $3-4 million. Cyborg with rock Bud's noggin. hey, that'd be nice. Hey, but Bud can wrestle though, supposedly. I keep hearing Bud is number 1 pound for pound. That's supposedly too. Shit. Hey, I keep hearing Bud's a bad SOB, right? We've been hearing that for the longest, but has he proved it? What is Bud's fight to show he's got that dog in him? Haven't seen it yet. Have not seen it yet. Have not seen it. Bud doesn't have that fight, man. But I like, hey, listen, something is getting ready to pop off for the next day or so. Something in the next, I say right after, well, I ain't gonna say next day or so because it's Thanksgiving. Next week, something's gonna happen. Next week, something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen next week. Said Top Rank got a nice card on December the 10th. Nobody's watching that Crawford fight. Yeah, ain't nobody watching. What's up, Unadulterated Truth? What's up with you, man? Said the Bud fight is going to happen. They just signed a midget arm wrestling on the undercard. Hey, yeah, probably. Listen, they need to have something, man. But we knew it couldn't have been boxers because they had to have boxers. We was like, why didn't they say that's who was fighting? How the hell are you gonna have you don't have boxers on your undercard? Does that make any sense? If you BLK Prime and you starting out this new company and you're gonna pay this kind of money, quote unquote, $10 million above 5 to David Avanesian, you're gonna put that kind of money out there. Why wouldn't you spend more money and have some fighters on your undercard? Why wouldn't you get that set in stone before you even make that fight? Why would you just rush into there and not have that? Because people coming to watch boxing, they ain't coming to watch MMA. And how the hell is that gonna work anyway? Because that's two different type of rings. So if they have MMA right after the Bud fight, how does that work? Because you got to have cage. You can't have Bud boxing in the cage, can you? Is Bud gonna be boxing in the cage? I mean, really? Are they gonna be boxing in the cage? Or how does that work? That's two different type of rings, man. I don't get that one, man. Well, hell, it ain't gonna be nothing like 20 people anyway, so they can let them fight in one room, and then when that fight is over with, the 20 people can go to the next room and watch the fight. Hell, ain't gonna be too many people at that fight anyway, man. Yeah. BBL Prime, you never know how it's gonna go down. Listen, listen. If what y'all say is true, and I ain't second guessing it, because hey, I don't know everything. If it's true what y'all saying, it's gonna be an MMA fight after that. Okay. But if they're gonna have other MMA fighters, they ain't gonna be in their boxing. Because then you looking at a Jake Paul card is basically what you're doing. That's a Triller card. Maybe Bud done retired and we just don't know it. Maybe Bud retired and he's going over there to fight on BLK Prime like Triller, and he gonna start doing those kind of fights. And maybe he's gonna fight Le'Veon Bell next after that. Hell, he might be fighting Conor McGregor. Who knows? I don't know, man. But you can't have boxing and MMA fighters fighting on the same card because it's two different rings. Not unless they know something I don't know. Not unless Bud is fighting in a cage, boxing in a cage. Is that what's going on? Is Bud boxing in a damn cage? Don't tell me that they got Bud fighting in a dog pen. Is this like a backyard brawl? Is that what this is? They're going to be fighting like a backyard brawl, man. Doesn't make sense, man. I guess they're going to be passing go-go boxes out for everybody. Everybody going to get their old school go-go boxes. This is some really, some real messed up stuff, man. That really is. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Said, where's the press conference for the Crawford fight? This thing is Bush leagues. Crawford looking bad in these streets. Man, Crawford been looking bad in these streets. Crawford been looking bad in these streets ever since Bob said that Crawford don't sell. Bob said it and he meant it. John Boo, what's up with you, fam? Appreciate you rolling up in here, man. Yeah, Bud has been looking bad ever since Bob said he don't sell. And I guess we need to hear a word for Bob about Bud. Here we go.
Little prick.
Yeah?
Yeah, prick.
Go ahead.
Come on, get him out of here.
Yeah. John Boo on the $10 in the cash out. Appreciate you, fam. Coming here and showing your boy love, man. Appreciate it, man. Helps the channel. Appreciate you, John. Appreciate you rolling up in here supporting the channel, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Hey, Terrence Crawford's been looking bad, man. I've tried to save that dude, man, but I ain't saving no fighter, man. I ain't saving no fighter. None whatsoever. I refuse to do that, really. Unless I give full disclosure that I'm saving them. You know what I mean? I still think Triller was a money laundering scheme. Could have been. Could have been. BLK could be too. He said, Cash App, you a bit just got done watching the full-length Justice League. So good. Good night. God bless. Oh, okay, John. All right, cool, man. Yeah. I got you. I got your Cash App. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. Appreciate that, man. The Justice League, you just got to watching that. You get to watch. You watch that new the other ones, the other superheroes, Black Panther and Black Adam. Black Adam was good too, man. Those are some good ones, man. But all right, man. Have a good one, man. Hey, we're gonna be on tomorrow night, more than likely. But if not, hey, we definitely Thursday night. I'm gonna give it a rest because I'll be somewhere sipping and eating. So I don't think I'll be on this camp. I got Regis Prograis on that one. Between him and Zepeda, yeah. As Lennon Clark's check clears bank, guess what? Buzz 100% good. Yeah, if it clears, said Black Adam today, yes. Okay. Oh, yeah. Black Adam is good, man. I like that one, man. I've went and saw it twice. Matter of fact, I went and saw Black Panther twice. Yeah. The Snyder Cut. Snyder Cut is the bomb, man. They were talking about how long it was. I loved it, man. All right, man. All right. See you, John. Catch up with you next time, man. Yeah. See you next time, man. Glad to see you up here in this camp, man. Glad to see it, man. Yeah, we be on tomorrow night. Yeah, more than likely. But yeah, man, Bud will be good. Bud will be great, man. Bud will. Oh, appreciate you again, John. Appreciate you, fam. $5 more in the Cash App. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the love. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, man. It's some craziness, man. Yeah, Bud been looking bad, man. It's been sad, man. It really has been. But Bud has hurt his stock, and all his people in there, man. They done lost a lot of fans behind that, man. They really have. All right, AM Sports, man. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for rolling up in here, man. Yeah. Hey, y'all be spitting that fire, man. I was on y'all's been watching some of your other videos, man. Y'all be on top of it, man. Y'all definitely be on top of it. And appreciate the invite, man. You got to come on here one day. Had to have you on my show one day, man. Come over and send y'all a link and get on here and cook on this one too, man. Say, I see you tomorrow. Yeah. All right. Yeah, man. Bud, man, like I said, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It is really crazy out here. But hopefully Jaron doesn't get too much. Hopefully they'll be announcing who Jaron gets next. I know right now we still up in the air on all these fights, man. And for some reason, they just not telling us who's a done deal. It seemed like these dance partners, everybody's still up in the air. So we should find out who Jaron is fighting. Actually, Jaron was supposed to have somebody and they backed out. So that's a bad situation. I hate that for Jaron. But hopefully the Ortiz and Stanionis fight gets made. Then they're saying that Pitbull Cruz might be making this Shakur Stevenson fight now. He said, how you feeling about Boots? What's up for Sholey Sean? Man, I like Boots, man. Hopefully Boots will get a good fight sometime soon. I hate that he got shafted, but they're going to make Boots be Buzz mandatory. So that'll be good. I hope he gets a top 5 fighter too. The thing about it is, man, he needs a good fight so they can give him some good credit, man. Am I friends with Blue? Now, I don't know Blue on a personal level. I done been his channel. I watch his channel and stuff. Yeah. He said that's cap on Pitbull Cruz. What is? All about him getting ready to make the fight? Oh, okay. I know he sent out a tweet or something. He was just saying that, be careful. Basically what he was saying, be careful what you ask for, because what it looks like and you get in the ring, you see a line coming, it's going to be a whole different ball game. So, when really they upset saying that they thought they was going to get the winner of Loma versus Haney. But you only got 2 wins under your belt after a loss. Well, 1 win. one win on your belt after a loss. So you're going to have to fight somebody with a name to go ahead and deserve that fight. Because at the end of the day, what makes you feel like you deserve it? They're giving you a chance. They tell you to be into a title eliminator, basically. Said you hope he can grab something with one of these top 3 fighters. Yeah, me too. Hey, listen, I hope so too. I hope so too, man. I hope so. Because at the end of the day, Boots has a lot of because listen. We all say Boots passes the eye test, but he needs those fights to show us, right? I can't give it to him, but we all know he's a good fighter. You can see that. But we can't give it to him. So he's got to get in there and earn it, and he wants to earn it. So at the end of the day, this is the damn problem in boxing right here, man. We keep letting people shun people, put people out in the cold, and then when they get in there, they have a chip on their shoulder, and there's a whole lot of people they don't want to fight because the way they've been done. I'm not saying Boots is like that. It seems like his mentality is a little different than most people. But when they get in there, they don't want to fight. You know what I mean? And I understand that about Spence. You know what I mean? And I'm in my feelings too about Keith Thurman. But I still think Spence should fight Keith Thurman. Really, really. But I wish Keith would have to go through Boots, be honest. Different sides of the street, and he doesn't want it. He's just talking. You know what I'm saying? So Ugas would be the best fight, like someone said earlier. Oh, for Boots, Ugas be the best fight for Boots. Listen, that would be the only thing that I would say about that. The only thing I would say about that is if Ugas fights him and he stops Ugas, then they're gonna say he was hurt, he was damaged goods because of Spence. That's the only reason why I say Ugas needs one good fight in between time. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to see Boots fight somebody up. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Boots needs to fight let me see, Jaron, Ennis. Boots could fight. Well, he can't fight Conor Benn because Conor Benn should be kicked out of the sport right about now. That's the only person he got. He ain't really got nobody else to fight. He doesn't really have one. You know what I mean? They said he could fight Alex Rocha, but the problem is if he fight that dude, he's up under David Avenesian. So if you don't give David Avenesian credit, you can't really give him credit for fighting Alex. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So he's in a pickle, man. He's a dude is nice. I like to see him in there with one time Ortiz. Yeah, I would love to see him in there with that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So I love to see that. He said, yeah. The damaged good comment. Yeah. It'd be a bad situation. He won't get the credit. You know what I'm saying? It's time the fighters get the credit they deserve. Because at the end of the day, you got fighters that beat other fighters. You're like, man, that's a good job. And everybody, he ain't beat nobody. Who has he fought? I'm so sick of hearing that. But sometimes it does apply. It does apply. You know what I mean? Sometimes it does. If he beats Thurman, they would say Thurman ain't the same. They'll say that too. But I'll take that. I'll take that Thurman fight, though. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they'll say. That's exactly what they'll say. That's why Thurman should have had, after that Mario Barrios fight, he should have went in and fought somebody like Ortiz. Ortiz would have fought Thurman. You know what I'm saying? He should have fought Thurman. I mean, Thurman should have fought Ortiz. Or he should have rushed in and fought, he should have fought somebody, man. I just think Ugas needs one fight. Ugas just needs one fight. And I give Ugas a lighter touch. Ugas should go fight Cody Crowley. He should go fight that. I'd let him get away with that fight. I let him get with that, probably. I let him get away with that. I let him get away with ain't really too much we can let him get away with. Because nobody else has really made a really big splash. Nobody's made a really big splash. Rashidi Ellis, I mean, some of these guys are too far down, man. Cody Crawley, he's kind of down on some of them. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Jesus Ramos, maybe? I don't know, man. I don't know. But right now, man, it would have worked out better if Spence and Bud had a fought. Then guess what? Stanionis could have fought Thurman. That would have been a good fight. Boots and Ortiz would have been a good fight. That would have been, dude, that would have made the year be awesome. So your Boots can go in there and KO Barrios, and they will say Barrios is still green, but Barrios low-key hurt Thurman. So Boots or Spence would wash Thurman at this point. That's what it seems like. That's exactly what it seems like. But the problem is nobody knows what Thurman is. What I mean by that is nobody knows what Thurman is like that Barrios fight. You know, he came back out for surgery, right? So he was hurting, right? So at the end of the day, that Barrios fight, he should have had another fight right back behind it. But he's talking, oh man, he should have went ahead. As soon as he fought that fight, he should have already had another fight. Mm-hmm. Yep. Retired for the sport 3 years ago. Yeah, I agree with you on that one, man. Yeah. Thurman got snaked up the top corrupt sanctioning bodies. Yeah, dude retired from the sport 3 years ago. He did. He really did. Because Thurman was so busy playing the damn flute. He could have been and got his hand. He could have got his hand fixed when he got his elbow fixed and been fighting. Thurman played around and all that stuff. So nobody knows if Thurman's doing a cash grab or that. I think, you know what? It kind of makes you feel like Thurman lost love for the sport. Okay. Ugas. That might be. That might work. That might work. Yeah. He's number 7. He's number 7 in the WBA. He's number 7 in the WBA. So it might not be bad. Listen, we can give him one of those. We know where his heart is. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I would have definitely watched Stanios and Thurman. I would have definitely watched that. But I think you're right, T Word. Yeah, I give him that one. Yeah, he got hurt playing the mask off beat on the flute. Yeah. He got hurt playing around, playing games. Said Barrios is a poor style match with Boots. Oh, he is. He definitely is. Listen, Boots will stop Barrios. It won't even be a fight. You know what I'm saying? Boots ain't gonna go in there and play around with him. But Thurman had to. Thurman fights just about everybody the same. You know what I'm saying? He fights him about the same, man, where he let him get ahead, he scores, he does this, and then he, you know what I mean? Oh, Thurman definitely can sell a big fight. I'm watching the fight. Said just fought Stanios or you go Ugas. Jamal James would be a good one too. Yeah, that's a good one, man. That's definitely a good one. That's a good one right there. Either way, man, I'd love to see that fight. That would be a good one. Listen, those fights right there should happen. Get Ugas one of those fights. That'll be good. Because then after Ugas take one of them fights, then let him fight Boots. But it's gonna be a little too late because Boots. Well, it won't be too late because Boots gonna be, like you said, he's gonna be Crawford's mandatory. They can reorder that fight. So guess what? Crawford, he's gonna have to take the Spence fight or that fight. And then Spence got to fight whoever it is. But we're gonna find out next week what's going on. Said I was giving an example of Barrios because Mario hurt Thurman and it went 12, but Jaron can get in there and wash him and they will make an excuse to say Barrios is green. Oh, for sure. Hey, dude, you are on freaking point with that one. You definitely on point with that one, bro. You definitely on point with that. That's exactly what's going to happen. Because they still, who is Mario Barrios? You know, keep, like you said, if you're going to knock Mario Barrios out within the first 3-4 rounds, they're going to, Tank beat him. They're going to take all his credit away. They're going to take it all away. He said, I like Barrios. I like to see him get back to winning before he faces a top contender. I agree. I think he should. Barrios should go fight one of these dudes down at low Cody Crowley. That would be a good one for him. Let him fight Cody Crowley. Yeah, he needs to be somewhere fighting the number 9s and number 10s is where he needs to be. He needs to fight his way back into the top. He needs to fight his way in the top 10. You know what I'm saying? T-Word? He needs to fight his way up into the top 10. So whoever's number 9 and number 10 on any of them sanctioning bodies is who he needs to go out for. Is where he really needs to. And he said, I like Barrios too. I like what he stands for. Dude has heart too. I agree with you. I like Mario Barrios. I like him. I think that he was a little too small at 140. I ain't gonna say he was too small. I think he was shrinking himself a little bit at that 140. He looked a lot better at 147. He's a big dude, man. And he'll get a lot more his strength. So with him changing back up to 147, I think that he should have had a fight before Keith, but that was I guess it was a money fight. That was a setup to help Keith. But Mario Barrios needs 2 fights outside the top 10. You think so? I think if he gets right here at 10 or 9, I think he can do that. Abel Ramos, I like to see that fight. I like to see Blair Cobb. Now Blair Cobb need to go fight somebody else, man. He ain't got no skills. He'll beat Blair. He'll probably beat Blair. Cody Crowley. That'll be a good step up, though. Cody be a good one. The David Avanesian fight would have been a good fight for Mario Barrios. David Avanesian should have been who Mario Barrios fought. See, he did look good at 47. Thurman low-key rearranged the face. Yeah. Mario Barrios and them. Yeah, so. Yeah, I like to see that one. Yeah. Bottom of the top 10 at best. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Just give them like 10, 11, somewhere right there where you barely break it into that. Because some of these guys floating in and out. So that way he can get it, see what he can do, get his stuff up, get his stuff up. So. Said Cobbs just needs to stop and go WWE. Yeah, he really does. But hey, you can't listen. That dude is in this game to make some money, man. He's just looking at his bottom dollar. Listen, he talked some paychecks. He really did. But right now, what they need to do is Mario Barrios, like we said, not Mario Barrios, Blair Cobbs, my bad. Blair Cobbs talked his way into a payday. Blair Cobbs should go fight what do we say, Broner, or go fight Rolly. Rolly would be a good fight for him. Him and Rolly would be a real good fight. That'd be a really good fight. My only concern with Barrios is he fades at the end of the fights and it'll look more mental than physical. I agree with that. But he moved up to 147, so he picked up that extra weight. So I think that if he takes it a little serious, where he pushes a little bit to go ahead and go get that, what's the name? He pushes and go get that, get in shape. You know what I mean? To stay in shape for 147. Oh, yeah. Tank was a big punch. And then plus, you don't know how much Barrios shrunk himself down to try to make that 140. He's a big dude, man. You know what I mean? Trying to make that weight, dehydrating yourself and all that stuff. And y'all got to think, Mario Barrios don't have a whole lot of money. So when you ain't got a whole lot of money, man, you fighting on a budget, man. Fighters become different when they start getting those paydays and they can just physically fight, eat. They eat a little better. They get better gym equipment. They do better stuff. They go get better sparring partners to come in. All that stuff helps. Now Barrios is making a name for himself. He's going to start getting a little bit more of that, That helps out with everybody. I said you put some bread on Rolly for that fight. They both have that. Hold on, guys. Hold on one quick second. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on one second. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, I want to see that fight. That'd be a real good fight. So yeah, I definitely would. Said Blur would Rolly. I think Blur probably would. Hey, but I like to see it because listen, that'd be a war. Because you got to listen when you get people that's on the same skill level. Sometimes it'd be a really good fight. even if they not really good fighters and they in there trying to take each other out, it can still be a good fight. You know what I mean? They both said they want it with Spence. They have to chill. Listen, that's just all talk. Listen, they doing that. They taking that Broner approach that they just talk enough trash and it helps build up the fight. And, you know, you get fans on that, man. Said Blair can fight, especially limited boxer types. He's just too green for the top guys. I agree with you. Yeah, Blair got a little bit. But now Rolly, actually, I was a little bit impressed with Rolly, how he was a little more composed fighting Tank. I really was. He showed some skill, but like you said, he's green. He's green, but he had a little bit of skills. Yeah, I would love to see that. Man. Yeah. But yeah, y'all, everybody gonna have a good Thanksgiving coming up, man. I know I'm ready for it, man. I'm ready to eat, turn and take me a little break. I took off Thursday, man. I was supposed to be renting my venue out for that, and I just told people I wouldn't rent that thing out. I'm just gonna chill, have me some turkey, and just chill out and just watch some TV and relax, man. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely be on here tomorrow night because I'm gonna roll up out of here, guys. And so tomorrow night I'll be on a little bit. Thursday night I'm definitely gonna take off. So tomorrow night I should be on here. Just depends on the night go, but definitely that. So I hope everybody on here have a good night, man. Appreciate everybody. Hit the like button. If you're not a part of the channel, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it. Please share this channel. Keep the channel growing. We're getting a little close. We're actually getting close to that 1,000 mark. And I appreciate everybody that's been on the channel tonight, man. Thank you guys for showing up. Catch you guys tomorrow night. And oh yeah, T word. It was something I was gonna ask you the other day. Oh, you starting your cooking in the morning? Cool. Oh, I stream every weeknight, Monday through Friday. I do it around 10 o'clock. So yeah, man, make sure you hit the follow button, hit the bell icon button, and that way you know about it. But yeah, every weeknight, Monday through Friday, I go at 10 p.m. Now Thursday, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do anything Thursday. Oh, okay. Hey, Karma, whatever. I don't know what y'all was talking about that, but I'll support you, whatever your video stuff is, if it's on that. But like I said, guys, anybody in here got a channel, got something on there, look at my description down under this video. Look in the description, hit that, send your link to my my Instagram channel. Oh, you've been tagging me on Twitter? I'll go check that out. I'll go check it out. But I thought, no, hold on. I think I added you on Twitter. I added you on something, or was that Instagram? Was that Instagram I added you on? I added you on one. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, I'm following you on there. I'm following you on there, T. I'm following you right there. I'm following you. Yeah. Or not unless you've been tagging me on something else. But yeah, anybody else got something? You got a YouTube channel, something like that, man? I'm gonna come on there and do it. I appreciate you for Showly Sean. Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you coming here cooking with us, man. But yeah, you definitely got to come in. And every night that I go on, my IG is in the description. So when this video go off, just click back on it, go to my description and click on it, and it'll take you straight to mine. I had just started with this channel on there. Just put it up. Yeah. I got you on there. So yeah, that way I can return a favor. I follow y'all stuff too, man. Appreciate y'all. Catch up with y'all next time. But oh yeah, but like I was saying for Shirley Sean, I make sure I always oh, okay. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. What I do is I always make sure I have the phone lines open too. So when you want to call in, that kind of stuff too. So we always have them phone lines up. So we'll have it like that. So I'll catch you with everybody later. Y'all have a good one. I'm out.